I'm glad we're going through all this. Does this end our circuitry?
Yeah, this is the last one. We went through the individual, the tribal, and
Ah,
now this is the last half of the collective circuitry. We're going to be going up the emotional side.
it's worth noting that anybody who goes through and clicks on and listens in on these mechanics we're teaching here will have a solid foundation as to where they want to go with their human design experiment and so forth.
Yeah, we're definitely going super, super in depth. And I love it because I love to be able to share that with our audience. And then in my own like selfish way, it's like, I
Mm.
don't know, I want to deep dive into all of this. So I'm just going to make a show about it.
It's just so much better that way. So the
Absolutely.
sensing circuit, 1, 2, 3, go. Shazam. I like the lightning strike, right?
Absolutely. Before we get started, thank you to everyone who's watching both live and on the replay. And thank you for liking and subscribing and commenting because it really helps us. And let's dive in. So first, we're going to do our overview on the sensing circuit. And so it is part of collective circuitry. So sharing is the keynote. You can always think of that with collective. And it's going to be on the emotional side. It's about the abstract experiential process, which is a joyful and perilous journey. And it's about life's endless progression of opportunities to explore. And it's about reflections of experiences that could be valuable lessons for others. And the motivation is cycles of accomplishment. And it's important to complete something before moving on to the next new thing. And abstract manifestation is subject to the emotional wave, and it's a movement of expectation and desire to stasis and disappointment. And both ends succeed in driving humanity to progress toward the next new thing.
It's always the next thing to have an experience with. It's I love how this picture lays out. This circuitry you're looking at has everything to do with cycles. It's the keynotes of its gates at the ends of each stream and along the way talk about the experience, being in the experience, seeing it through to completion. 13 completes, 42 completes, 35 completes, 56. They all are speaking about the same thing, something abstract that they can sense. That you can't prove it. That's what's about this thing. Prove it. Well, we're getting there, and they may very well get there with the help of the other side, obviously, and sometimes not just by itself on the face of it, but mostly it's all about trying to get to that, and then it needs to share. This thing needs to share. It's worth pointing out sharing, emotional, abstract, sensing. The sensing, abstract, emotional side, all are synonyms for each other when it relates to this circuitry, total synonyms. So,
Oh, that's a really good point to bring up. Thank you.
yeah, and it's all abstract. What is not abstract about this process? I mean, the name is perfect.
Yeah, it's emotional, it's feeling, it's I had this experience and I learned these things from it. Like you said, you can't prove it in the way that you could something that would be on the flip side, on the splenic side, that's very logical, it's very facts, it's very proving, and this is very feelings don't care about your facts.
Right, they really don't, and they're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Um, like in a vacuum. In a totality, they are, of course, to some degree. But while the feelings are happening, they're sort of not supposed to. Everything here is the type of experiment that is the experiment with that which they just don't know. On the logical side, it's like, well, we have an idea and we're experimenting towards it. And on this side, it's like, I just want that feeling. There's a story. I want to get through this whole process, and it's exactly not rooted in anything you can put in your hand yet. This whole thing starts up with something you can't hold. That's hence the abstract. The other side starts up with at least something you can hold, even if it's a mathematical formula. You can hold it in your mind, and share that and duplicate it, right? It repeats if you can prove it, but not on this side. Not the same thing. This is always driving towards an experience that will then be shared, um, and it's very much in aid of the logical side, vice versa too.
Yeah, they're mirroring each other. Like one is not more important than the other. There's this side and there's this side, and together they make that collective circuitry. But if you're looking at it in one part, this is the feeling, this is the emotional, this is the abstract, this is the sensing.
Very much so. Yeah.